Well, can't turn the ball over and, can't allow a couple of big plays.
What do you think of Sam's play?
Well, I thought he had his moments. He took a shot early on, and not sure if that was a good decision, but he had some really good moments, moved the ball really well, and just can't turn it over and kill your own drives.
Obviously, there are NFL players on that side.
Yep.
But all factors involved. It seems like a new low point on the season. Do you kind of feel that way right now?
Well, it is a low point, that's for sure. Anytime you got an opportunity to win a football game and you put the numbers up you did, you got a chance. You got to come through.
Why do you think the defense seemed to struggle with? Obviously, they got a lot of sacks on DeVito, but he was able to seemingly do what he wanted in the passing game for the most part.
Well, there were a couple of big plays that we gave up, and we just can't do that.
Was this after his growth? Was this a step back for Sam?
No, it's always a step forward. He's learning, he's growing. He made some mistakes, but he hung in there, he fought, gave us a chance to win the football game.
Why did you guys have trouble hanging on to the ball? What was behind all the turnovers?
Well, the unfortunate part, if you look at the fumbles, the most of the part was when the guys were going to the ground. We've got to make sure we hold on to those footballs. And then, some of the throws that Sam had were tipped or under duress.
I feel like the guys came ready to play early in this thing.
Always. They showed up early to play. They were ready to play. They had a good week of practice. It's unfortunate we turned the ball over the first two drills, first two possessions.
Do you think the Giants came into it with a different mindset, being a little more desperate?
Couldn't tell you what their mindset was.
The explosive plays for the second week in a row. Anything in particular there?
No, we unfortunately, gave them up. They hit us on a run. They hit us on a couple of throws.
Is there anything systemically that needs to change on defense in light of those?
Well, just some things that we got to make sure, we're putting them in the position to be successful, and we can't give up plays.
You talked a lot about growth overall.
Yep.
Does a game like this make you question how much things are growing?
Not necessarily.
But when you have games at home with teams like the Bears or the Giants now twice, teams that at this point,
No matter what my answer is,
yeah,
it's going to come out and people are going to say it's an excuse. So we're just going to take the responsibility. We're going to show up tomorrow. We're going to get prepared, and we're going to get ready to play Dallas because we got a very short week, okay?
totally understand that. I guess my question is, at this point of your program, did you expect you'd be winning games like this at home against teams you're 9 points favored against?
Sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. They're professionals too. That started the questions was, they're professionals too. They're going to show up. They're going to play hard.
Ron, to get back to the explosive plays on defense, I mean, some of those were not just tackles, some of those got wide open. Just wonder, at some point, does somebody have to sit down, have to be replaced if they keep giving up these types of plays?
Yes. There are things that we have to look at. We have to, just continue to discuss it and go from there.
And you've been good at these runs in October, November, and it doesn't look like it's happening this year. What do you think is not happening that has happened previously?
Well, again, we can't turn the ball over and we can't allow those type of explosive plays.
Ron, when you say you're looking at to replace somebody, you talking players or you talking staff?
No, I'm just saying we're going to take a look at things and we'll go from there.
And then at this point in the year, kind of piggybacking what Grant was talking about, what growth aren't you seeing in this team that's kind of
Consistency. I mean, we move the ball, we move the ball, we move the ball, we turn it over. For 2.5 quarters, we shut their run game down and we allow an explosive. That's not consistent. That's inconsistent play. And that's where you get beat. You have to be able to sustain what you've done to sustain success. Good play, good play, good play, then we can't have a major negative play. We can't. And if we do, we're not experienced enough to withstand it.
Take 3 more.
Ron, you've been a part of the NFL for so many years, players and as a coach. And as a head coach, you are judged on wins and losses.
Okay, you're telling me something I know. Go ahead.
Right now, this team's 4-7.
Yep.
You're number 4. Are you surprised, or how do you defend where this team is at right now?
Again, if I answer a question like that, I'm making an excuse. Okay? It'll get out there. I don't need to deal with it. We're just going to continue to do the best we can. We're going to work our asses off. We're going to show up, tomorrow, we'll show up Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll show up Thursday, and we're gonna play hard. We'll see what happens.
With your experience in the NFL as a player and a coach, where this team or franchise is at right now, do you think there needs to be some sort of change, whether that's personnel or on the coaching staff?
I'm not gonna discuss those kinds of things right now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna evaluate everything we do, and we'll continue to do that.
Last one. You talked about the inconsistency. How hard is that inconsistency in execution make it for you guys to come up with some kind of plan that you trust we do?
Well, there are some things that go on, that you think about when you are putting together game plans, and the inconsistencies are some of the tough things. It's one of the things we just got to continue to work our ways through it. It's one of those things, when it clicks and comes together, then it looks really good, and when it doesn't, that's the result